The 3 T's of training. Most people are going to focus on the first T, which is what I would call the either tasks or the technical. That's the nuts and bolts of what they're doing. If you're a dishwasher, here's how you wash the dishes, you spray them, this, that, and the other. Or you're a computer engineer or HR, here's how we do the thing. The very specific things that you're output producing. And as a type A hard charger, I blew this long, needlessly in my business, where I would just hammer on this and then they'd wash out and I couldn't figure out why. And what I realized was there's 2 other T's. There's the terrain, meaning people have to be comfortable in the building, where they keep their lunch, where they go to the bathroom, where they park. All of those things matter. That terrain that they're in every day. If it's in office job, if it's remote, it's a little different, but there's also terrain there too that's maybe even harder to navigate. And then the third T, and this is probably the most important, and I've learned this one from my wife, who is very relational, is that the tribe matters. Integrating that new hire into who are they working with? What are those people like? What are their interests? What are their passions? If you don't get them into the tribe, if they feel no connection, pretty quickly they're going to wash out. That's the 3 T's of training. And then the last thing we talk about is sequencing. You can train someone up, you can show them the ropes of the building, you can get them onboarded with the tribe, and they can learn these tasks. Tasks and training go together. But if you don't sequence those tasks correctly, you're going to have a problem. And I talk about how you can do everything right with the creation of a latte. You can pull a proper shot. You can put the proper amount of syrup in. You can put really proper amount of whipped cream and all the different things that go into that. Steam the milk correctly. But if you add those to the cup in the wrong order, it comes out gross. Meanwhile, if you put them in correctly, they're fantastic. You can have someone where you do all this work, teaching them the task, getting them on board in the tribe, and they're sequencing things wrong. And then all of a sudden as an employer, you're frustrated because you're like, hey, they're not putting out the way we would like with the output, or we're not getting the results, or their work's just shoddy. Maybe they're doing it in the wrong order. I see that a lot where we drop the ball on not only teaching the tasks, but properly sequencing the tasks. These are 5 ways that you can onboard your employees better. You can start slaying the turnover dragon. If you missed any of these particular episodes, I would encourage you to go back, check them out. If you have any questions, hit up superpump.com or book a consultation. I'd love to talk to you more about what you're dealing with in your organization. We are here to help.